Most CMOs treat CAC like a North Star metric. You're saying that's actively dangerous. Make the case.
CAC in isolation tells you what you spent to get a customer, not what that customer is worth. If you're acquiring customers at $200 CAC with a $400 lifetime value, you look efficient. But if your competitor acquires at $350 CAC with a $2,000 LTV, they're building a compounding asset and you're running a treadmill.
So the real issue is the ratio, not the number itself, LTV to CAC.
That's the starting point. But even LTV CAC has limits. The sophisticated move is tracking what I call acquisition quality cohorts. Grouping customers by channel, campaign, or persona, and measuring their 12, 24, and 36-month revenue curves separately.
Give me a concrete example of a company that got this right versus one that got burned.
Chewy is the canonical example of getting it right. Their early CAC looked horrific, north of $150, when competitors were at $80. But their auto-ship customers had 5-year LTV exceeding $700. They leaned into expensive acquisition because the cohort data justified it. On the losing side, look at Wayfair. Spent aggressively to hit low CAC through promotions, attracted discount-driven buyers who churned after one purchase, and destroyed margin in the process.
How do most CMOs actually discover they're in the CAC trap? Is it a sudden reckoning or a slow bleed?
Almost always a slow bleed that accelerates when growth stalls. You hit your customer count targets, revenue growth decelerates, and suddenly the board asks why. You dig in and realize your best customers from 3 years ago represent 60% of revenue, but only 20% of recent acquisitions. The acquisition engine got optimized for volume and cost, not for profile match.
What does the acquisition engine look like when it's built correctly?
3 components. First, an ideal customer profile built on revenue behavior, not demographics, who actually expands, retains, and refers. Second, channel investment weighted by cohort LTV, not blended CAC. HubSpot does this well. They pay more per lead for enterprise inbound because the data shows those customers have 3x the expansion revenue. Third, a feedback loop where finance and marketing are looking at the same cohort dashboards monthly, not annual averages.
What's the conversation that CMO needs to have with the CFO to make this shift?
Stop presenting CAC as a cost to minimize and start presenting it as an investment with a yield. Bring a cohort waterfall showing 12-month versus 36-month return by channel. When you show a CFO that paid social has a 14-month payback, but an 8x return by year 3, they stop asking you to cut the budget and start asking how to scale it.
One thing a CMO can do this week to start breaking out of the trap?
Pull your top 20% of customers by lifetime revenue, trace them back to acquisition source, and compare that source's current budget allocation. Most CMOs find they're underfunding their best channel by a factor of 2.